So one is trying to communicate with them clearly on time, and that you're setting up and we're not ready to ask questions until such and such time for them to show up. That way they understand that showing up early does not buy them extra time, that you're busy up until that time getting set up. So sometimes in the communication up front can be helpful in eliminating some of those situations. So we're going to skip the whole ideal scenario where you have a producer or an assistant or somebody that can just kind of keep them distracted, because that is the ideal. We're not going to keep talking more about that. In this scenario where it's just you, and even when I've had an assistant, when I'm the one in charge and in charge of setup and the client, one of the things I have done, and I have had them show up, I'll still have them sit down, and it's hard because I don't want to chit chat too much about the project or about the actual topic. So if I do have them sit in, I do talk to them so it's not uncomfortable. And I just talk about everything in the world but what we should be talking about during the interview. I mean, you can go way off and tell me about this. What? Just anything else. What else do you like to do? What do you do for hobbies? How's your family? Where's your kids? Where'd you move from? What'd you used to do? Like anything but what relates to what's actually going on. Where are you from? How'd you move there? What'd your dad do? I mean, just talk to them as people, and they know you're killing time, but it doesn't, and then you don't have to actually look at them and you just walk around, just setting stuff up and just keep looking at stuff. The extra pressure is to not look like you're freaking out, because if you're just like, well, I really don't like this. You can't say some of those things out loud then, because then it makes them feel insecure. So you have to keep a little bit more of that to yourself and act like you're doing a good job, even when you're tweaking and fixing things that don't look good. But I have people show up even in a normal situation where there's like 15 minutes ahead of time, and I'll go ahead and have them sit down, and we're gonna tweak some stuff. So you can just sit here. We'll have you look here. I'm just gonna tweak a few lights. We do this for each person. Just the more nonchalant you look and feel, the more at ease they'll be, and they'll just sit and wait. Because you said at 10 o'clock, yeah, I've got about 10 minutes of setup left to do, but we want to tweak it, make it look right just for you. So yeah, we can sit here and then just try to keep it casual. And that actually, if you can do that kind of thing, it really helps, because you've broken down a lot of that introductory stuff by the time you sit down and talk. You almost just take that conversation and just keep going with it. Say, great. Then I wouldn't go back to my question list and start with the awkward introductory question, because we've kind of already been doing that. And I would just say, okay, it's recording, and just try to make as little of a thing of it as possible, and just keep talking and chatting in the same demeanor you have, as long as it's casual and relaxed, right?